friends, I'm here in my workshop where I have a piece of window frame that is out of a store in downtown London that our job is to remove the old paint and get it ready to be sealed for life with Petriwood. And then after that has dried for 24 hours, we will come back with a primer coat of paint and get it ready to install back into the building. How are we going to get this paint off, you might ask? We're using a product called Zip Strip. That is a chemical that will dissolve the paint to a point that we can remove the paint without too much problems. This can be bought in most hardware stores across the nation. However, this came from the Dwyer Brothers Hardware here in London, Ohio. After that, then we will come back with what we call Petriwood, and it is a product of cedar oil and substrates that, when applied to the wood, it will chase all water moisture out of the wood and leave it a lifetime guarantee that no water will ever get back into the wood. So with that, we're going to get ready here to put down some strip on the piece. Well, I have picked up some of the strip, and I used an old paintbrush. That's a nice thing to use, a nice use for your old paintbrushes that you would normally throw away, and because this stuff will loosen the bristles up to the point that you can use it for this kind of operation. So right now I'm going to apply, as you can see, some of the zip strip onto the wood, spreading it along generously as I move. And hopefully I won't run out of the picture. Okay, basically this is all you do at this time, and you just wait a little while and you will see how it puckers it up and how it's easy it comes off. Well, folks, here we are back, and we have some elapsed time since I applied it to now, and I might add that there are 5 coats of paint on this frame. So common sense is going to tell you that we're not going to be able to take it all off at one time. So I'm going to proceed so you can see how easily it does come off after this solution has had time to work. This is a 1-inch common wood chisel that I'm using to remove the solution or the paint, and it comes off very easily, as you can see. And we just simply discharge it right here on their cardboard. I can get it off. There we go. Now we'll go for another shot. It just comes off a nice little ribbon when it's done right. Now, as I said before, we have about 5 coats of paint on here of various different shades, colors, or whatever you want to call them. And so we're going to have to use another layer of strip in order to get continue till we get down to the bare wood. So with that, I'm going to put another little coat on. Just keep right on trucking. It's funny, on the other window that we had, we stripped it, and some of the strip got on the underneath side, and all at once I looked at my hand and there was blood all over the place. But it wasn't really blood, it was the red paint from the other side. So now we're going to allow again for a little more time for the chemical to work, and we'll proceed to go on through the other features. Well, folks, here we are back again. We went through about 4 coats of paint, and I'm right down now to almost the bare wood. And just by gently stripping along, taking it off a little bit at a time, once in a while you kind of have to wipe your chisel off so that you don't get all messed up, get it all over you. Ha! That's nice. You go in the house with this stuff on you, you wouldn't last very long, I'm afraid, because the boss would probably run you out. But there we are. You can see, as you can see, how easily it comes off. It's just like a little slurry mud, and that's the way it's done. So with that, I'm not going to bore you to death trying to do the whole thing, but we will come back later on after we have all the wood stripped, and I will demonstrate the application of the Petriwood. So with that, we'll take a little break and see you next time. Well, folks, we're back, and we've got everything stripped down. We got all the pieces replaced that needed to be done. And so right now we're in the process of getting ready to apply the Petriwood. And with that, I have it in a little bowl here. And as you can see, it's almost clear. But what to do is you dip your brush in, and then just go ahead and start spreading it on. Now what this Petriwood does, it doesn't just coat the surface, but it penetrates all the way through the wood, so that it chases all the water, if there is any water, out, and makes it so that no other water can get back in. And this is guaranteed for life. It doesn't say whose life, but it says for life. So with that, you will see how we apply it. And on top of that, you can, after it has dried for 24 hours, you can come back with an oil-based stain or an oil-based paint and do your thing. But if you're using water-based, then you'll have to wait 36 hours in order to have that, be able to apply the water base. So with that, we'll close for right now, and when we have it primed, we will come back again so you can get an idea of what it looks like primed. Thank you for waiting. Well, I'm back, folks. Sorry for the delay. I have a little demonstration I'd like to show you this morning. I have an untreated piece of wood and the form itself. It helped me. Okay. My bulb didn't do what I intended for it to do, but as you can see, it is laying right here on top of the wood and is not going anywhere. But over here, look at that. It's soaked right into the untreated piece of wood. So this goes to show you that the Petriwood is doing the job. I can leave this set here for an hour and a half, and those beads will still be there, unless I dry them up with a towel. But as you can see, this is already dissipated through into this piece of wood. So with that, we'll close for now, and we will be back after we have primed the piece. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Well, good morning, folks. As you can see, we got her all primed up and ready to deliver. There's been a lot of work that went by the wayside as we were doing this thing. Some of it we had to make more trim to match the old trim, and it seems like that everything turned out fairly well. So with that, this segment of taping is complete. Thank you for your